Welcome to Philadelphia. Before you head to the link, please make sure that you check out Steve's, the Prince of Steaks. No, we're not sponsored by Steve's or DraftKings, but we're willing to work for crowns and cheesesteaks here on Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. They call me Jamie G, the Esquire to admire, first in your hearts, but fifth in line for the throne. I've returned with Magnum Mills to do an Action Jackson thing on Thursday Night Football.
Hey, it's Thursday night. It's a great night for football, but every night is a great night for Steve's, and every Thursday night's a pretty good night to check out Bet It, Bank and Blow It, presented by Caesar Gap Fantasy Football. Thanks for checking out our show. Find us wherever you get your pods and on YouTube. We're on social media at Caesar Gap FF. Same place on the web, CaesarGapFF.com. Very easy to remember, just like the flaps, FLAPS. Very crucial to our success. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please remember to hit the thumb.
We always start out with transparency time. How we doing the season specifically? How's it looking for Thursday night football?
Overall, and you should know before I get going here that the official currency of Bet It, Bank and Blow It is the cricket coin. In cricket, we trust. Overall, on the season, as a collaborative group on the show, we are up about 1,862 cricket coins being held up by our collaborative wagers, our tripods. We are up 2,461 coins on those. I am up 1,137 coins, roughly rounding up a little bit there on the season. Jamie G, you're down about 1,736 coins, mostly because you can't hit any of the big ones. You're grinding away, though. You're doing the grinder thing. You will get there eventually. You hit a big one, you will not be small forever. On Thursday night, we are doing better than we are overall. We are up 2,378 coins and change. I'm leading the way here, up about 2,176 coins. Jamie G, you are also in the green here, up about 452 coins, while our collaborative wagers, our tripods, are down 250 coins. I think we need to refresh the well, win another one of those this week, get back in the green, and we like that very, Kermit the Frog, Emerald Green, all the green. We like that. Got to pay for these holidays somehow.
At the risk of repeating myself, remember, shop around for the best odds, bonuses, and boosts before you place your bets. If it's legal, you should check it. Phrasing. Boom. Keeping things simple here. We're getting our odds and wagers from the DraftKings Sportsbook. We have no affiliation with DraftKings, but it's not like we haven't tried. Go ahead, ring the bell. It is time for the tale of the tape.
This is week 11, Thursday night football. We have the 7-3 Washington Commanders traveling to Philadelphia to face the 7-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Thursday, November 14th, 2024. We have an 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff. Watch the game on Prime Video. Currently, according to the DraftKings Sportsbook, the Commanders are 3.5-point road underdogs, plus 160 on the money line, while the Eagles are 3.5-point home favorites, minus 192 on the money line. The game total is 48.5 points. And it's officially November. This could be a cold one. We have temperatures dipping into the low 40s. Here's a little bit of good news. Minimal chance of precipitation. Winds under 5 miles an hour. So really just a bit cold. All we're working with here. Remember to bundle up if you're going to the game. As far as the injury report on the Washington side of the ball, they have a number of starters listed as questionable, including kicker Austin Sabert, running back Brian Robinson Jr., three of their starting offensive linemen, left tackle Brandon Coleman, and center Tyler Badez, and right tackle Andrew Wiley, cornerback Marshawn Lattimore, and defensive end Clelin Ferrell. On the Eagles side of the ball, they're trending towards healthier, still have a few players listed as questionable, starting with left tackle Jordan Mailata, who have they declared to return from IR. Not sure if he's going to play, but if he does, I'd expect him to step right back in to his starting role. They also have a couple other starters listed as questionable here, including cornerback Darius Slay, linebacker Nakobe Dean, wide receiver Devontae Smith, and tight end Dallas Goedert. I think that these guys all probably end up playing, but again, something you need to keep an eye on here. And I am an Eagles fan, so Jamie G, I need you to help me out here. Try to keep me unbiased. Why don't you kind of open things up? Give us your overall thoughts on the matchup from a wagering standpoint. What jumps out to you about this Thursday night football matchup?
Yeah, look, both teams feature good offensives here. Both teams are in the top 10 in terms of scoring offense. Washington all the way up at number 3, Philadelphia tied for number 7. I think some of the weaknesses of each team could possibly be exploited by the other team. For example, Washington top in the league in rushing yards per game, but Philly is top in the league in rush defense, allowing only 100 yards per game. It's fifth best in the league. Philly is a top tier rushing team. They've got, Philly is top top in the league amongst rushing yards per game. Washington's given up 142. It's 28th in the league, so this could be a Barkley day for sure. Washington's 11th in passing yards per game, averaging 223, while Philly averages 197 yards, good for 20th. So look, Philly and Washington both give up a little in passing defense, being in the top five. I don't know. Something's got to give here with these two. I expect this to be a good game to watch and an interesting game to bet.
Yeah, again, as an Eagles fan, a little bit hard to be unbiased here. I do think the Eagles are the better team, but being an Eagles fan, and this is again a divisional matchup on the short week, I remember very clearly losing to the Commanders last year, so it's hard to get that out of my mind. The Eagles have been playing well recently, but they've been doing what they're supposed to do, beating the teams they're supposed to beat. I'm curious to see how they match up against a better opponent here, and I'm looking to see who steps up on the Commanders outside of Terry McLaurin. I fully expect him to be a big factor here, but they desperately need somebody else to fill that void behind him, especially if Brian Robinson Jr. is out. And when you're looking at the Eagles side of things, I think it really comes down to, is this going to be a Saquon game or not? If it is, you want all the Saquon props more or less. Maybe get on a little bit of the Jalen Hurts rushing props. Other than that, don't expect a ton in the passing game. If Saquon is going nuts, Jalen Hurts might only put the ball in the air 18 to 22 times, something like that. So it'll be tough for a lot of those receiving props to get there. And I really do want to see another crazy Thursday night shootout. We've been treated to a couple of them this year. I will be very entertained if we get one, but probably slightly surprised. And we'll see. The later you get in the season, the crazier these short week game gets. So let's at least hope it's an interesting one that ends up with the Birds winning and hopefully a profitable one. So those are my keys there. That's what I'm looking for. A lot of green all the way around.
Nothing wrong with that. And everybody tells us to give the audience what they want. And apparently, you want our favorite wagers. I've been doing well with these, knock on wood. I'm going to try to keep it going here. I've got just two. It's early in the week still. We still don't know a lot. So keep that in mind. But first off, I've got Washington and I've got the over here, Washington at Philadelphia, over 48 and a half. It's minus 112. Look, these are two teams that have been scoring a lot. I think Washington here has been averaging 29 points a game. Philadelphia has been averaging 26 points a game. I just expect this short week. I expect them to get some points going here. And I know it's a division game, but I expect both these teams to do what they do, which is score points. Minus 112 on the over here, 100 cricket coins to win, 189 cricket coins. And then I also got the Philadelphia money line. I expect them to win this one here at home. Primetime game, minus 180, 100 cricket coins to win 155.
Okie dokie, doggy daddy. I only have one here, and I know that the Eagles have managed to now score twice in the first quarter this season. So through 10 games or 9 games on the end of bye, they have managed to score two separate times. Still, I don't know that I'm really buying it here, but I'll split the difference. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles first drive to end in a punt. That's it. Plus 175. 100 coins to bring back 275. Probably even the three and out. I'm not going to be as bold to go there, but I'm saying the first drive, specifically no points, ends in a punt. Plus 175. That's it.
I like it, my man. I don't mind a prop or two, whatever it takes to get to the top of the props. Mills, who is worthy of membership in your players club this week?
I like the reference. I'm not sure if it's a reference to the movie or more importantly to the Players Club soundtrack, which I think was far superior to the movie. But either way, shout out Ice Cube. Right at the top here, sticking with a little bit of my skepticism about the Eagles, give me Jalen Hurts over 0.5 interceptions. Threw one early against the Cowboys. If he can throw one against that Dallas team, you can throw one against anybody. Plus 135. So 100 coins would bring back 235. On the other side, I really like Terry McLaurin here. I think this one's pretty easy. Terry McLaurin over 4.5 receptions, minus 135. So 100 coins to bring back about 174. And finally, going to throw a fun one here. This is a receiving yards head to head. I'm taking Terry McLaurin minus 9.5 yards versus Devontae Smith. So McLaurin basically has to have 10 more receiving yards than Devontae Smith to win this one, minus 115. So 100 coins to bring back about 187. Feeling very, very good about that one. Love the Terry McLaurin, and I'm a little bit worried Devontae Smith gets lost in the sauce here, especially if it's a Saquon game. AJ Brown gets his, they let him nurse his hamstring or whatever. Maybe he doesn't play his full complement of snaps. So I really like this one as well. Leaning on the scary Terry. What do you have, Jamie G? Are you going with some more scary Terry? Or you got some other options?
I've got a couple other options here. I do like the Scary Terry though. Those are good looks, man. I've got three for you here. I've got Washington team total over 23 and a half points at Philadelphia. It's plus 114, 100 cricket coins to win 214. They've been averaging 29 points per game. Even in the last three, they've averaged 24. I know it's tight, but I expect them to get over this 23 and a half marker. If this line moves, I'll reconsider it, but I do like it over 23 and a half. Plus 114, 100 cricket coins. We will win 214. I've also got Washington at Philly over 5.5 total touchdowns in the game. That's minus 110. 100 cricket coins there to win 190 cricket coins. 191 will just round up. I like rounding up, especially when it benefits me. Like this one too, Mills. 5.5 total touchdowns scored between both teams. And then last but certainly not least, I've got Jayden Daniels, two plus passing touchdowns, plus 120, 100 cricket coins to win 220 cricket coins. They're banged up at running back. Philadelphia's run defense is amongst some of the best in the league. I think they can get after him a little bit passing the football here. I think that's what they're going to have to do. Jayden Daniels has shown he can do it all season long. Two plus passing touchdowns, like the odds at plus 120. The holiday shopping season is upon us. Oh my God. So perhaps you need to think bigger. Don't worry, we've got you covered with our lottery ticket long shots. These can be any single wager, plus 500 or longer, or a two-leg single game parlay, same thing, plus 500 odds or longer. Mills is a little superstitious, so I will once again go first here. I've got just one single play here, no parlay this week, just one leg. It's a beautiful one though. I got both teams to score 30 plus points. It's plus 650. Taking a little bit of a shot here, thinking this is going to be a smidge of a shootout. I'm going for it. Plus to score 30 plus points, it's plus 650 odds, 100 cricket coins to win 750.
Okay, okay, you're going big. I will give you that. And I like consistency. And if somebody's done something a few times, maybe they can do it again. Is that a sign of things to come? I am not a huge fan of the two plus rushing touchdown prop or the two plus anytime touchdown prop. But over the last four games, there's three of those four games that Jalen Hurts has had two plus anytime touchdowns, two plus rushing touchdowns. So at plus 550, I'm just going to go back to the well here. Jalen Hurts two plus anytime touchdown scorer, plus 550, 100 coins to bring home 650. It doesn't matter if those two touchdowns come from 1 yard out each. That's how they do it. It's happened three of the last four times. Why not go back to the well there? I was tempted to look longer with the Jayden Daniels two plus anytime. Now there are some tasty odds, but instead I'm going to stick with what's been more consistent here and the Jalen Hurts finding the end zone twice or more.
As we close out the episode, we'd like to welcome you to Tripod Time. We've got a three-leg single game parlay to help you finance that holiday shopping. As we're alluding to, it's here. You need to start buying shit. Mills, I like money, lots and lots of money. So why don't you show us the legs and take us all the way up to that pie in the sky?
Yeah, it's right up there next to the wheel in the sky. A lot of good stuff going on in the sky these days. So we need some long legs to get there. Right up top, going with scary Terry McLaurin, 60 plus receiving yards. That leg is minus 130 on its own. Leg number two, one of Jamie G's guys here, Jayden Daniels, two plus passing touchdowns. That leg is plus 120 on its own. And finally, leg number three, you go with the guy who's got the legs, Saquon Barkley. This dude's legs are like tree trunks. He has got some massive, massive legs. He's going to hold up our prop here over 95 and a half rushing yards. That's minus 115. So you put the three legs together. Terry McLaurin, 60 plus receiving yards. Jayden Daniels, two plus passing touchdowns. And Saquon Barkley over 95 and a half rushing yards. You get a three-leg single game parlay, a tripod priced at plus 525. So $100 brings you back home 625. Again, not enough to probably pay for all of your holiday shopping, but enough to get you off to a nice start. You have enough money to wager next weekend, maybe buy a little something for yourself.
I like it. We like money. Let's hope that baby hits. Anything else before we get out of here?
just enjoy the Thursday night football and be aware that the later we get in the season, the crazier these games tend to be it a real low shootout, a blowout one way, crazy scoring. A lot of things can happen. It just seems that the more tired teams get, the more range of outcomes we have. The injuries are hitting. So really pay attention. Make sure you are checking the latest reports, be them injury, weather, coaching, whatever. Check it all out as close as you can to kickoff before making your wagers.
Well, that is officially a wrap on this episode of Bet It, Bank It, Blow It for Thursday Night Football. Thank you guys for checking us out. We appreciate you. We're here each and every week to give you all your betting needs. If you like this, give us the thumb, throw it right on there, and subscribe so you don't miss this. Not only do we do Thursday Night Football, we do the Sunday main slate, we do Sunday night and Monday night for the primetime games. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Can't risk it. Can't miss it. Like and subscribe. And better yet, drop a comment below on how you're approaching this game. You see an angle that we missed. You're reading the board differently. Let us know. Best thing to do is drop that comment, or you can just send me the slip, baby. Send the slip just to see how it looks right to our DMs. We want to see those bet slips. Good luck this weekend. Let's make some money, but let's start on Thursday Night Football.
Let's start on Thursday Night Football. And while Thunder Gun Express is probably the greatest movie ever made, and you don't want to miss that, we're not quite in that territory, but we're doing our best. Thanks again for checking out Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by Seize the Gap Fantasy Football. Find us wherever you get your pods and on YouTube, on social media at Seize the Gap FF. Same place on the web, seizethegapff.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like the flaps, FLAPS. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please make sure that you've hit the thumb. I'm Magnum Mills. He's Jamie G. We can help you bet it. We can help you bank it. But
Blowing it is up to you.
We're trying to get to a movie, Thunder Gun Express.
Oh, Thunder Gun Express, huh? You better get going. You don't want to miss 1 second of that movie.
Is it that good?
It's the best goddamn movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
Dude hangs dumb.
I told
I
you!
don't want to miss that.
We be coming. Hey, look here. First of all, I